Have you ever written such a great college paper? It grew into a $1 billion business? Doesn't make sense, does it? FedEx, on the other hand, did exactly that. I wrote an essay for an economics class late at night, and it turned into one of the most famous logistics companies in the world. But what's the real story? It's not as well written as a LinkedIn success story. It didn't work out. Doubters? There was even a crazy weekend in Las Vegas that actually saved the business. Let's go back in time. The year is late 1960s. There is a student at Yale called Frederick W. Smith who is sitting in his dorm room and thinking about how slow it is to ship packages across the country. The system was out of date back then. Cargo traveled from city to city like people did. No one had made a network with speed in mind. Fred then wonders, what if there was a system made just for shipments that need to get there quickly? He writes about it all in a term paper. A hub in one place, delivery the next day. A group of planes. It was a very different idea. The catch is that he didn't get an A. It was said that his professor gave the paper an average score and told him that the idea wasn't workable. Too much ambition. Too pricey. That's too hard. Take a moment to think about that. People thought it was just a crazy idea, even though it was one of the most important management models ever. That's what most people would have done. But Fred, he stuck with the thought. Now jump ahead a few years. The year is 1971. Smith, who is now in the Marine Corps, turns the idea he had for his term paper into a business plan. He uses the millions of dollars he got from his fortune to start a business called Federal Express. And it wasn't easy from the start. Planes had to land. It cost a lot for fuel. Millions of dollars were being lost every month by the company. Investors were scared. The employees were not sure. Even Fred's closest friends and family told him it might be time to stop. But Fred had something they didn't. He was sure about the idea. Then there was a part that felt more like a movie story than a business case study. FedEx was down to its last $5,000 one weekend in the early 1970s. It cost $24,000 just to keep the planes moving the next week. What did Fred do? He went to Las Vegas by air. Vegas it is. In a crazy turn of events, he changed $5,000 into $27,000 by playing blackjack. FedEx lived, at least for another week thanks to that money. There was just enough time to keep the dream alive and get more money. The business made its first profit in 1976, and by the 1980s, FedEx was a well-known company that had changed the way logistics were done around the world and created the overnight shipping business. All of this comes from a paper that was once marked not practical. What should you remember? There are times when no one will understand your idea, not even your friends or your professor. Though big ideas that change the world often sound like they can't work at first. FedEx is very valuable now. What about that college paper? It was more than just a task. It was a plan for a change. Thanks for watching and see you next time.